In today's Corner Office, we're featuring Swap the Biz, a high-end networking business which holds events to create new referrals by swapping business for business. The company focuses on members building friendships in a social, fun environment rather than most networking groups that focus only on business. And here to network is Scott Eisenberg, CEO and founder of Swap the Biz. Welcome. Now, explain more what Swap the Biz actually is. What does it do?
So basically, we host high-end business networking events that are really social events with a business purpose. We focus on bringing the fun to these events, about people having a good time. It's all about relationship development, about people connecting, so to form a friendship first for the purpose of ultimately doing business.
Okay, so martini shaken, not stirred. You sit around, have a good time. What is actually Xchange? You say business for business. What are we talking about?
Well, at the end of the day, what are you trying to do? I'm trying to offer you opportunities, and you're trying to get opportunities from me, obviously. But at these events, really what's happening is we're connecting all on a social level because we create that kind of an environment. It's a high-end environment. We do a red carpet. It's really fun. We have entertainment at these events. We have a comedian that performed recently at an event. We had a magician. I mean, that's not what you would expect at a business networking event.
Fantastic. Okay, so like you swap business for business, but say I like golf and you like tennis. How do we connect?
That's a sport, right? That's an opportunity to connect on.
You're quick, Scott. You're quick. Okay, I got you. All right, so that makes kind of sense then. Where does, say, money come into this at all? Any opportunities for that? And are we just talking about corporations, or are we talking about just individuals coming in? How does one get into this little club here that you have?
Okay, so money in terms of how do they join the group, or money in terms of what do they get out of the group?
Money in terms of what do they get. Okay, if you're swapping business for business, I guess in the sense it's almost like bartering. What else can you get out of this?
I mean, that's real. Well, I mean, you're getting relationships out of it. That's the basis of it. The whole idea and the whole premise, where we're different than everything else out there in networking, is traditional networking is you go to an event. And the idea is you and me are in the same industry. I want to be in an industry-specific event. Here, the difference is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we're connecting on a social level first. And then, at the end of the day, it is business opportunities that we're trading outside of this because I like you.
What kind of companies have signed on to this? What are you looking at? High-tech companies, industrial?
We're industry agnostic. It's across the gamut. So we have tech companies. We have entertainment. We have finance. We have real estate. It's everything and anything under the sun because at the end of the day, we're really looking for good people. And what is a good person in this? It's someone who wants to have a good time and make new relationships.
Okay, we're not necessarily talking about Fortune 500 companies here. We're talking about lower tier companies, I would assume, that would want to get on this bandwagon.
In terms of members, yeah, these are small business owners and affluent professionals throughout Manhattan and the greater areas.
Is there any charge to become involved in this? How does one
Yeah,
sign
we have
up?
3 different tiers of membership. At the top,
I figured as much, Scott. Go ahead.
At the top end, it's $2,500 a year, but we give a lot for this. You get to become a part of a morning breakfast referral group. You get access to our large-scale evening events. We give you a load of guest passes. We have other specialty events. We have
specialty events. I don't want to venture down that road.
Trade shows and seminars that we support as well that might not be our own.
I want to know about the 5 o'clock somewhere group. You got to have one of those somewhere.
The 5 o'clock somewhere group?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm talking about the martini, the drinking group.
Oh, of course.
Come on, wake up here.
Oh, we have every month, of course. We have a once-a-month evening event. That's our large-scale event. That's where we do the red carpet. That's the fun event, you know. Not that the breakfasts aren't fun, but that's where we really get to socialize. That's where really everyone gets to be more laid back and connect.
What are your numbers? I mean, you know, they always say there's nothing new under the sun, but I've never really quite heard anything like this. I mean, other than going to a golf club and socializing with another business member, this is kind of unique as far as I can see.
Yeah, so we started these membership breakfast groups only in March. We started with 1 breakfast group. We immediately tripled to 3. We launched a 4th last week. We have a 5th coming in December. Each of these groups are functioning in the breakfast piece with 25 to 40 members, and the evening events are 100 to 150 attendees.
Here's what we're going to do in closing here. For the poor and disenfranchised like me, I suggest you have a shakedown group so I can come and shake down some of these people for money. How about that? And I'll give you a percentage.
Well, maybe we'll talk about that afterwards. Yeah, fair enough.
Money, money, money.
Money, money, money.
Scott Eisenberg, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Tomorrow on Xchange, how the IRS doesn't need to prove anyone is guilty of anything before seizing assets. You'll be surprised what they're basing it on. Now for another look at today's final numbers. The Dow closed at 16,974, the S&P 500, 1982, and the NASDAQ ended the day early, 45.49. I'm Julian Fiddles in for Andrew Schmertzy Smirch, and we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching Arise Xchange. See you then.